My next guest in the author's studio is the American Laura Lippman. She's a former newspaper reporter and she is a massive New York Times bestseller. And to me that illustrates just how good sometimes a background as a reporter can be for giving you both ideas and the ability to write pace. I think you're going to find her very entertaining and she's got a lot to say.
Finish. You gotta finish. Everybody can start. Everybody can get a few beautiful pages down. Finishing is really what sort of separates the kids from the adults, if you will. The favorite book I've written really is my most recent book, Wild Lake, because it allowed me to process my grief over my father's death. I'm a morning writer. I write as soon as I get my daughter off to school, and I can write anywhere. I write a lot in coffee shops in Baltimore. I write so much in one coffee shop in Baltimore that people have been known to come there looking for me or to leave letters for me with plot suggestions. But sometimes I write at my dining room table. I have an office. I can write on planes, trains, pretty much anywhere. Books that actually inspired me are books by James Crumley. I discovered James Crumley's crime novels, of which there are sadly not enough, when I was in my 20s. And it was a big aha moment of, so this is what crime fiction can be. Really wonderful books, and I know he inspired a lot of writers. In reading, none. I have a lot of eating guilty pleasures. My guiltiest eating pleasure, and I don't think I've ever admitted to this publicly, is I like to take what I would call a peanut M&M, maybe you call it a Smartie, and I crack the candy shell with my teeth, and I put the peanuts off to the side, and then when I have a nice little pile of the peanuts, I eat them all at once, and they taste unlike any other peanuts that you'll ever have, and you can't do that in front of other people because it's absolutely disgusting. So that's a pretty guilty pleasure. I like a big cup of, I would say coffee, but it's usually my cup of coffee in the morning, and this is gonna sound so precious. I have a homemade latte with a double shot of espresso, steamed homemade cashew milk, but with a big glop of cream in it. That's my preferred cup in the morning, but anything big and hot will work. Pretty much always. I tried to write my first book when I was 5 years old. Not very well, I would say, because if I planned it better, I have to think it would go a little better. I'm not exactly a pantser, but I have a big idea, I know the big secret, I know some things, and then I just plunge in and I see where it takes me. I did in my most recent book, and it was a scene, and I thought it was pretty good, and because it's about a politician in the United States, although she's been elected to be the head prosecutor of her county, I had this really good election night scene. And I was really proud of it because I covered politics on the local level. Actually, I covered it from local to national for American newspapers. So I knew these things about election night and what it would be like at that level, that it wouldn't be like you see on TV because it's kind of a low-level position. There wouldn't even be a reporter assigned to the victory party. You'd sit upstairs in an okay hotel room waiting to go downstairs and go, yay, we've won. And I lost that scene. And the weird thing is during a revision, I no longer even could see where that scene would go. Still baffled. I don't know where it is. I didn't have a computer crash. I didn't fail to save my work. I swear it's in my laptop somewhere.
Thanks, Laura Lippman, for being such a great guest in the author's studio.